Welcome to the Shih Tzu Rescue of Minnesota virtual reunion. And today I'm so delighted to have Deb Colbert here. She has her two dogs, Cody and Chloe, who are sitting nearby. We'll see if they join in the picture or not. But she showed me a picture of them before we got started here, and they are just adorable. So Deb, how did you get connected with the Shih Tzu Rescue of Minnesota?
Well, hi, Cheryl. It's nice to be with you today. I'm actually calling in from Virginia Beach, Virginia. And I actually moved here 8 years ago today. So I have had a wonderful experience with the Minnesota Shih Tzu Rescue. I would say, let's see, I should have figured out what year it was when I first met Martha and was looking for another Shih Tzu. The one Shih Tzu that I got from a vet was getting older in years, and he was feeling his age, and I just thought maybe he might like a little companion. So I started looking, and I got in touch with Martha Koyman at the Minnesota Shih Tzu Rescue. So she had a great little dog there for me. Actually, not so little. He was like 24 pounds when I got him. So he's one of the bigger dogs. He was stocky. He wasn't overweight. He was just one of the bigger kind. Okay. And I can't remember what his name was originally, but I renamed him Wilson after the volleyball in Castaway. It just fit. It just fit. But for a big dog, he was terrific. He made my other dog named Sebastian feel younger for his remaining years. And of course, it lessened the heartbreak when finally Sebastian had to go over the Rainbow Bridge. But Wilson had lots of medical issues. And the rescue was terrific in taking care of him until I got him. It was a difficult story. He had been with a family in southern Minnesota who was from Southeast Asia and had not really understood a lot about vet treatments and stuff. So when I got him, he had very little hair. He ended up having Cushing's disease and several other things, later on epilepsy. And but he was just a treat. He hated thunderstorms. He would jump into the bathtub when it started storming, but he couldn't get out because it was so slippery. So when the storm was over and he felt it was safe, he would bark and he would tell me. I was able to take my dogs to work, and Wilson liked to sleep on my desk. It was so funny. Sebastian would sleep in a little bed next to my desk, but Wilson, I used to call him Desk Dog. He just loved being as close to me as humanly possible. So he was a terrific dog. I had him till 14. In fact, 8 years ago today, I moved to Virginia and we lost him on the way. He had a terrible epileptic seizure. He was deaf and blind at the time, but it wasn't quite time for him to go. But he showed us it was time to go. We had him put down at Purdue University in Indiana. So not too long before he died, my mom was still with me at that time. Cody came into our lives 11 years ago through the Shih Tzu Rescue. Again, I had put in for another dog, but had someone else had taken the opportunity to adopt, and I was a little disappointed. But it was clear that Cody was supposed to be my dog. He's 9.6 pounds, and 11 years later, he's still 9.6 pounds. As Wilson lived to eat, but Cody eats to live. So he's just really mild and mellow, and he's been my only dog for 8 years up until last weekend. So he's a little blessing. In fact, I'll show you him because they're sleeping together now. Cody is one in the front, little girl, and then the one in the back is my new one, Chloe. This is what they do when I'm at work. I work at home 2 days a week, and I work at work 3 days a week. So this is kind of their posture. And the only time Cody barks is when there's an animal on TV. So I don't get to watch Animal Planet and or anything else like that because he has a fit. But, they both are walking great together. He's finally, I think, taken to her and not wishing she would go somewhere else.
So you're sort of a serial rescue dog adopter.
I am. This is my fifth. Let's see. Chloe is my fifth Shih Tzu rescue.
Oh wow!
And so I'm blessed. They are wonderful. They're great personalities. I, of course, fell in love with Martha and the Shih Tzu Rescue, Debbie, and all the folks that I've met through the rescue over the years. Loved going to the reunions. The first year we actually put together a calendar as a fundraiser. It was kind of crazy back in those years. Ink cost a lot of money, but we had a great calendar and a great time doing it. And I still cherish that calendar that I have from back then.
Yeah. Oh, bless your heart. Bless your heart. Not only do you support the dogs, but you also support the rescue. And, you know,
Absolutely.
That's so appreciated because, as you said, many of the dogs come with issues and they need veterinary care and they need grooming and sometimes behavioral training. And that's what the goes for, is to support all of that so we can get them ready to come to a wonderful homes like yours. So
that's right.
Perfect. Is there any last thoughts that you have before we wrap up?
Well, I just encourage everyone to continue to rescue, adopt and rescue, because it's just so important. These dogs, this is their best part of their life when they get to be in a forever home, especially those like my two that have been rescued from puppy mills. And even if they have challenges, and one of my rescues, she was a little girl that had been in a puppy mill. She only lived 18 months because she had mammary gland cancer. But I insist it was the best 18 months of her life. And we spoiled her rotten. And to this day, I feel so blessed to have had these dogs to be parts of my life. They're my family. And in 2 years, I'll be retiring. I live in my camper already, getting ready for retirement. I'm a defense contractor working for the Navy down here in Virginia Beach. But can't wait to get on the road and start visiting again. Of course, I make a regular trip up to Minnesota and see Martha and visit and see how the rescue's doing.
Well, we appreciate that, and we appreciate you. And the beauty of those little Shih Tzus is they will just travel right in your camper with you. So
absolutely, they're great little travelers.
Great. Well, thank you, Deb. I appreciate you taking your time and sharing your story. That's what it's all about.
Thank you, Cheryl. What a privilege to be able to be a part of the virtual rescue. I've been to so many of the rescues when it works for my timeline when I'm coming back to the Midwest, and can't wait to have a non-virtual one so that we can make that trip again.
Yeah, we will look forward to seeing you in person. So thank you,
you,
Deb. Take care.
Take care. Thank you.